It survives. Yes, family. Large up yourself. Big up yourself. Your host, Selah Shalom. Back in the building. Create a gang. Influence me. Holla back. It survives. Yes, family. Who done chimed in so far? Shebrew, I see you. Shebrew and Tekiva, I blame y'all, man. Y'all got me on here, man. Y'all inspired me to get my ass up on the line. Well, I'll be Miles, peace to the God, Miles. Peace, God. What's today's mathematics? I see you, King. Shadrach, Cedric, yo, you had me rolling with that monkeypox joke, my dude. That was hilarious. That was a good one. Brandon, I see you. Peace, fam. Bazell, I see you. What's the word, yo? Roger Washington, I see you. Peace, beloved. Yeah, the family chiming in. We back at it. As you come in, press them likes. Let's get them likes up simultaneously. Yasso Fitz, create a gang. Peace to the righteous gods and Naravinian goddesses. Shout out to my brother Yasso Fitz. According to the text, Selah Shalom TV, according to the text, as it is written. Yes, family. Your boy Selah Shalom here. We back at it like a craftmatic. Yeah, family. It survives. You know what I mean? We were just building and we were just touching on some things in the chat. Shout out to the brethren Malachi Maccabee. Shout out to Cosmon Cal. Shout out to the OG. Shout out to the sisters. Awaken to the truth. Shout out to Shebrew, Tekiva, Deshaun, Angelica. You know what I mean? I could run the names now. I could just spew them shits off the top of my dome. Mercy, I see you. I ain't forget about you, Mercy. Shalom. I ain't see. You know what I mean? Peace to the righteous gods, my dude Malachi Maccabee. We was touching on the cosmogony and prophecy of the Oahspe. See, that's a beautiful thing about the Oahspe is that we don't always have to talk about the gods and, you know what I mean, the thus shall not, thus shall do this, and we got to bow down to the gods and all that, and orderation and self-aggrandizement and all that stuff. It could come to a point in the Oahspe where we could talk about creation. We could talk about how things and worlds are created. See, the Bible don't give you that. The Bible don't give you a section of recreation where you could speak about creation, where you could be like, well, I wonder how worlds were created. How was the earth created? You know what I mean? How was the sun created? The moon, the stars. It's a segment in the Oahspe where it talks about these things, where you could actually go in depth and break down cosmogony and prophecy. You know what I mean? So it's a universal rule when it comes to creation. That's what makes the Oahspe so potent, because it doesn't contradict itself. It's consistent with creation. You see what I'm saying? For example, the first thing in cosmogony and prophecy that it speaks on is the vortex. And it makes sense, because if the vortex is the foundation of creation, we must have an understanding of the vortex first. And this is what a vortex is. That's a vortex. Simple. That's a vortex. Whirling vapor. Vapor. Let me pull up a dust cloud, right? A cosmic dust cloud, to show you that when worlds are dissipated, they don't necessarily all the time go into the unseen. They just go back into a vapor, a dust cloud. But before that, let me pull up another picture of the vortex. The vortex in nature, to show you that these things are real. The Bible don't even mention the vortex. You have these cats talking about creation without an understanding of the vortex. You see what I'm saying? Now this is the vortex from space, they say, right? But nonetheless, the point here is the vortex. Fit to screen. Look at that. That's a vortex. But actually, that's a hurricane. And the hurricane ain't nothing more than a vortex. See that? Let me pull up the universal principle things in creation. So we have a hurricane right there. Let me pull up a tornado to show you that all this is a universal thing. Creation is universal. Let me pull up a whirlwind. They even have whirlwinds that they have fire tornadoes too. Let me show y'all what's going on here with your creator. Let me show you how consistent your creator is, by using the examples of nature to coincide and back the creator. Because if the creator told us some things we couldn't identify with, how are we going to believe it? How are we going to accept it to be true? How are we going to know it for it to be true if we can't reference it, if we can't prove it? Now this is a tornado. A tornado, a hurricane is the exact same thing. One moving over water, one moving over land. If you was to look at that same tornado from above, it'll look just like that hurricane you see right there. It'll look just like that hurricane you see right there. Hold up. The tornado that you see right there from above looks just like that hurricane you see right there. I'm trying to goddamn do that shit with my hand and shit, trying to point to it. But yeah. So we got a hurricane, we got a tornado. Two things in nature that's demonstrating what the Oahspe calls the first cause of creation, which is vortexian current. Now the vortex is expressed in many forms. Here is another form of vortexia. Now this is fire in the manner of a whirlwind as well. See, if we were to show you, give us examples of creation from the Bible that we could pull out and demonstrate through nature, you couldn't do it. But here, we could pull out endless examples. This is a hurricane. I mean, this is not a hurricane. This is a whirlwind, but it's fire, a fire whirlwind. So we got a whirlwind, a fire. We got a regular tornado. We got a hurricane. Let me move that illustration of. Let me get that out the way, since that's just an actual illustration. Let me actually give actual facts. So let me get a picture of a galaxy now, to show you how the Creator is consistent with one universal order. Now this is the end all right here. This the end all be all. Hold on, let me make sure those ain't duplicates. All right, so check this. So now we got plenty of examples of the vortex in nature. So I'm pulling up these examples so when I read, you already got the illustrations before you. So we ain't reading hocus pocus. We showing and proving what we talking about over here. It's all about showing and proving over here. Now here we have galaxies. And if you notice, these galaxies are in the exact same formation as vortexia. Let me scroll this down. Oh. This is the exact same. So look at all these galaxies. Let me bring that down right here. All those galaxies, the hurricane, the tornado, the whirlwind galaxies, all show you one thing in common: a vortex. That's the universal principle of creation, the vortex. The vortex is the force and power of the Creator. No doubt, King. Tekiva, you funny. But yeah. So this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the vortex. The vortex is the first cause of creation. The vortex is motion. The only one who could produce a vortex is the Creator. Who produced that hurricane you seen over the water right there? Who produced that tornado that you seen growing over land? Who produced that fire tornado? Who produced those galaxies whirling in vortices? Man ain't do that.